On August 31st, 2022, officers were dispatched to a neighborhood dispute after reports of shouting and loud music at a residence that police had already visited for similar problems. What starts as another routine attempt to calm things down quickly turns into a much messier situation when one intoxicated woman keeps inserting herself back into a conflict the officers are actively trying to shut down. And once she stops treating this like a warning and starts treating it like a personal showdown, the rest of the night becomes pretty predictable.
I've never done anything to you.
Tabitha.
Of my property.
You were not invited here. I am not talking to you.
They weren't from Monty.
I don't understand.
I did that for you.
Why are you over here? Let's go.
I did that for you.
Tabitha. Tabitha.
I have nothing to say to you. Nothing.
I never did anything to you.
I have nothing to say to you.
Walk back to your lot here.
Oh, I wish he'd walk on my side of the grass.
Listen.
Is that a threat?
No, it's a promise. It's not a threat, it's a promise.
Tabitha.
No. Walk up. No, that's not a threat. Just walk on my side.
Go in the house. Do you want to go in handcuffs? Don't go back on her property again. She won't.
Enjoy your Christmas gift that I bought you, not Monty.
Again. Turn around and go.
Monty don't even like your ass.
I got her.
Don't go back on her property.
She invited me.
But the next time...
Absolutely, she did not invite you if she's sitting there yelling at you to get off the property.
The next time they call the cops for no reason, then you guys need to do something
You go back
about
over
them.
there, I'm going to arrest you. Don't go back over there.
You won't
She did not invite you.
Listen to her ring
Just stay off the property.
Just go in the house, man.
You want to come out here and cause a disorder, I'll arrest you for disorderly conduct. If you want to be persistent, I'll take you to jail on it.
Hey, look, go in the house.
Calm down.
Go in the house. Hey, what they don't realize, okay, this is private property. You don't go back on their property.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
But we will say what we want on this property.
All these neighbors need to mind their business.
Hey,
I do nothing
I already,
and take care
Tabitha,
of my kids.
I already told you, quit being disorderly. You want to run it again, I'll arrest you, take you to jail.
Go look in her house. Wants to do a drug bust.
Go inside and be quiet.
Well, I went out on my back porch and she was hollering because Sharon called the cops. And I said, Sharon...
The lady I was just talking to?
Yeah, I said, Sharon didn't call the cops on you, Tab.
She didn't. I just was talking to them because she was trying to motion to me and I couldn't hear her.
Yeah, because she was on the back patio hollering at me.
Right.
And I said, no, you accused me of calling the cops on you earlier today, Tab, and I didn't do it.
She's obviously saying you invited her over here.
No, she said,
I know, but the way you were saying it, I'm like, she didn't invite you over here.
She asked me, could I walk to the fence and talk to her? And I said, no, I have nothing to say to you. Nothing at all.
Yeah. Right.
So then I walk out here and she's coming across my yard.
I already gave her a warning to stay off the property. So if she comes back on the property, I told her I'll arrest her. So if she walks back over here...
See, this is what I'm going to have to deal with all night long.
Well, if she comes back over here, I'll arrest her if you want that. Well...
The whole neighborhood can't.
Quit being disorderly. All right, well, let us know if anything else occurs.
I'm sure I'll be calling you later.
Thanks, buddy.
You're welcome.
If you're
Tabitha.
concerned about my grass, mow it.
I told you to...
Go to your house.
Listen, I told you to stop.
My kid's father's at the hospital dying, and you're worried about my grass. Mow it.
Get control.
You and your weird ass son.
Go inside.
If you're not worried about it, like you said, fucking mow it.
I don't say shit to you with your dope ass.
Get her inside, please, before I take her to jail.
Your dope ass son trying to give me acid. What you do about that? Give me a drug test. I am sober.
Tabitha, stop. So what are we going to do to stop this? Am I going to have to take everybody to jail for the persistent disorderly?
Walk over here, Sharon.
Hold on. Hey, Mama, can I talk to this man?
I can't hear you.
Can I talk to this man for a minute?
God damn, that's exactly what they want.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Hey,
I've been dealing with this shit forever.
Can I talk to him for a minute?
Go in the house.
No, because I'm going to start
I am your mother.
Tabitha.
I don't care, Mom.
You need to calm down.
You are my mom, but you're sitting here
Can I
acting
talk to him
like...
for a minute?
You know what? Quit running your mouth and mow your mouth. On my yard.
Is she really worth all that?
Can you go in the house?
You're so worried about
George,
shit.
have another unit head out here,
Really
please.
worth it.
Go in the house.
You know, Tom, there's nothing I could do to calm
I
you
am
down.
tired of
Handle you.
My boss can write out something 11-hour shift. I worked my ass off. I got off early today. I enjoyed my pool. That's all I did. What do you do? Live off the government. Work from home. Get a job. Get a life. I'm so tired of these neighbors. I'm so tired. My
What
kid
I'm
is
concerned
fed.
about is you guys all yelling at each other and it's not getting you
These
anywhere.
neighbors suck.
It doesn't matter. You live next to them.
They need a life.
Well, you can either move or
Outside of
ignore
all,
it.
trust me, it's
You
coming.
either deal with it or move.
It's
That's your
coming.
option.
I don't know. I might stay and let them love me in more than what they do now.
Or we can fart into the wind and they call you guys out here.
Maybe I'll stay
Calling the police isn't
forever.
illegal.
Yes, please.
So the neighbor came up to the PD.
What's that?
The neighbor here came up to the PD and that's Kat was talking to him and sat down here. Basically, she's highly intoxicated. Went over there after I had already told her boyfriend or husband here what was going on. He talked to me, calm, no big deal. I was about to leave. This lady comes out saying something to me I can't hear in the car, so I get out and went and talk to her. As I'm talking to her, this lady's intoxicated, walks over onto her property and used to complain, and she's over there and they're starting to get into a yelling match.
Disorderly conduct.
So I already warned her on
Definitely disorderly
persistence. We'll do that. I already warned her on quit being disorderly several times. I told her if she goes back on this lady's property, we'll arrest her for
Criminal
trespass.
trespass, yeah. So Tabitha, you are going to get a citation for disorderly conduct for your behavior today, okay?
If I go beat her ass, will you just arrest me?
We sure will.
Like, if I beat her ass, just arrest me for something that I'm... No, if I'm getting a citation, just arrest me
Tabitha,
for beating
relax.
her ass.
Relax.
I will gladly go to jail. No, I don't deserve that. I did shit wrong. I did
so listen
nothing
to me.
wrong.
Tabitha. Come here, Tabitha.
I'm here. I'm in my yard. But if you're giving me a citation
now
or
you're-
giving me something, give me something.
I've warned her for
Gonna be-
already.
Okay, she's going to be arrested.
Okay, if I'm going to be arrested,
go
I'm
ahead.
beaten. Don't touch me. Don't, please don't
If
touch
you
me.
resist me, I'm gonna take you.
Don't touch me. Please, don't touch
Under
me.
arrest.
Don't touch me. I didn't do shit wrong.
You're under arrest. Turn around.
I did not do shit wrong. Get off of me.
Quit tensing up.
I did not do shit wrong.
Relax. Hey,
I
this
didn't
is
do
not going to
shit
change the outcome.
wrong.
Stop, okay? This is
I
not going to
didn't
change
do
the outcome.
shit
you're resisting.
wrong.
Now you're-
Relax.
Now you're resisting, Tabitha.
Because I'm not. I'm just saying I'm fed up. I'm human.
Relax.
They have caused trouble constantly.
I got her arm.
Why do you have to do it so tight?
Put your hand
Like
behind
my
your back.
hand's little.
Put your hand behind your back.
It is.
Ma'am, stand over there.
Put your hand behind your
It
back.
is.
No, put your hand
No,
behind
because you got it so tight.
Put your hand behind your back.
Relax.
Yeah, and I'm making good money too. Trying to catch up on everybody's. I constantly my ass up for what?
Stick her in the car.
For what? For what?
Walk to the car here. Lift up.
Well, I can't lift up if you're holding on
You're
to
not
me.
doing it. Listen to what I'm
I
telling you.
can't if you're holding on to me.
Go ahead, sit in the car.
God,
Get in the car. Sit in the car.
I am.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. Seriously?
Yeah. Seriously.
Why? Why?
Pat,
Stop!
Pat, let me talk to her. Let me talk to her.
Well, let's shut the
back
door
up, back
first.
up, back up.
Once we shut the door, you can talk to her.
Put your foot in the car.
Pat, put that foot in the car.
Put
Can I
your
get
foot on.
close?
Put your
Put
foot in
your
the
foot
car.
in the car. Now. Come on now.
Put your
Come on.
foot in the car.
You know I didn't do anything.
No, your
Put your
problem is you
foot
don't want
in
to
the
listen.
car.
No, because they don't want to mind their business.
Pat,
I didn't do shit
Put your
wrong.
foot in the car.
I can't. I can get her to put her foot in the car without the physical stuff.
Go
Let me
ahead.
talk to her.
Good.
I did not.
Okay?
Go put her foot in the car.
I will. Tap. Tap. This is nothing. Come on. Come on. Nope.
No, you know I didn't do
You
anything.
You did. But okay, put your foot in the car. All right?
What did I
You're
do?
going to sober up. and then I'm gonna come and get you. Okay? Come on. Come on. Put your foot in the car. Stop.
Because I had some drinks
Okay.
at my own house.
You're fine, though.
My own privacy that
You're
I'm
fine.
paying for.
You're fine. You're fine. Put your foot in the car. You're gonna sober up. And
No, I want clothes on. I'm not putting my foot. I want clothes on.
We're not letting her get out, so you can
You're
grab
not
a
getting-
jacket or something to slip
Well,
over
I'm
top
not
of her.
shutting
That
the
just
door
ties her
until I get
on.
clothes on
No, you
because
will.
this
You
is
will.
inappropriate.
You will.
No,
You will.
I'm not.
Here,
All right, back up.
I want my clothes.
I got
Sure,
it.
just do me a favor and back, up.
I want my
Back up.
clothes.
Will you listen, please?
I want my clothes.
God damn!
I want my clothes.
Put your foot in the car.
Can I please have
Put your foot in the car. Stop resisting. Stop resisting and put your foot in the car.
clothes.
Well, you should have never did what you was doing without.
Do what I did. Miss Callister, please, you know me.
God damn.
Put your feet in the car because you're facing more charges. The more that you do this,
just
put
want
your feet in the
to
car.
listen. I just
We'll talk about the
want
clothes.
clothes.
We're not taking the handcuffs off and you're not getting dressed right now.
I just want clothes.
Stop and
on.
listen to me. Stop and listen to me. You are not.
She's got a towel.
Listen. Put your feet in the car. This is going to go really bad for you. I promise you. You need to put your feet
I
in
didn't
the car.
do anything.
Absolutely, you did.
I did. I'm
All you're
sorry. I
doing-
just want clothes.
You didn't listen.
The whole thing. Put your feet in the car. We'll have the discussion about how we can get your clothes. But until you do that, you do not control the situation. You are under arrest.
Clothes on.
You are under arrest.
I know. I get
Put
that,
your
and I
feet in the car.
understand. I just want clothes
We'll
on.
take clothes with you, but you need to put your feet in the car. Otherwise, there's no clothes coming with you, and this is exactly how you ride. That's your two options. Do what we ask you to do, and we'll work with you, or be disrespectful and uncooperative, and I'll push your feet in there, and you can kick and scream all you want all the
I
way to the chair.
wouldn't.
With the whole community listening to you.
I
And put
just
your feet
want
in there.
clothes on.
Put your feet in there.
We'll get you some clothes. I promise we'll get you some clothes.
The whole community's looking at you. Look around.
Right there.
Everyone
They
is.
all know, but
She's not getting that until she cooperates.
They all,
back
you
there
could
for
go
Put
to
your
my
feet in. I'm not
neighbor's.
closing the door, but put your feet in. Work with me. I'll keep this door open. Put your feet in.
this t-shirt on?
In a minute. We got a t-shirt for you, but we can't put it on you until you cooperate and put your feet in the car.
I work in the morning.
You're not going to work
Yeah.
anymore. You're going to jail. There's no
Yep.
discussion about that. Now, whether or not they'll bond you out, whether you come out on your own or I can tell you this.
Persistent disorderly conduct. I explained that to
For
you.
what?
You didn't listen to me. Persistent disorderly conduct.
You were giving me.
No, I explained it to you several times.
No, you said you were giving me a citation.
And then you said
For
you were going to go
what?
beat your neighbor's ass so you can go to
No.
jail.
While your
No.
neighbors are standing outside.
And you're going towards their house.
They weren't outside.
Tabitha, we have an obligation to stop you from going to your
I
neighbor's
have ring
property.
cameras all over.
Put
When
your feet in
he
the car,
told
and
me-
we'll continue this discussion.
When he told
Or
me,
I'm going to put your feet in the car, and if I get hurt, then you're going to get charged with a felony. You understand that?
trying to make everybody be, they hurt me, tase me, shoot me. I don't give a.
Undo that belt.
I don't care.
Undo the belt now.
Because I didn't do shit wrong. I didn't do shit.
Don't kick at him.
I didn't do anything, sir.
I'm giving you the opportunity to get out of the car. Come on, let's go.
Yeah, and I have an opportunity to call my lawyer because I did nothing wrong.
You can contact
I own my
Get in
own
here.
property.
Let's go.
I did nothing wrong. Officers
You need to
would
stop.
call 30 minutes.
What makes this one worth paying attention to is how ordinary the setup is. This is not some high-speed chase or major felony investigation. It starts with something painfully familiar. Neighbors yelling, music complaints, old tension, and officers showing up to do the least glamorous part of police work, which is basically trying to keep adults from acting like hostile teenagers across property lines. That's the setting, and in that kind of setting, the biggest legal issue is usually not the original argument. It's whether people stop when they are told to stop. That is the first thing Tabitha seems unable or unwilling to accept. The officers are not there to decide who is morally right in the neighbor feud. They are there to stop the disturbance, keep people off each other's property, and prevent the whole thing from turning into a bigger public mess. That distinction matters. A lot of people get stuck right there. They think if they are angry enough or feel wronged enough, then the officer should stay inside the emotional logic of the dispute. But officers usually move much more bluntly than that. They do not need to solve the neighborhood's entire history that night. They just need the disorder to stop And Tabitha keeps fighting that reality, not in some calculated, strategic way, more in the way people do when alcohol, resentment, and wounded pride all pile up at once. She keeps pulling the encounter back toward her feelings, her anger, her version of what the neighbors deserve, and her insistence that she did nothing wrong. That sounds simple, but psychologically it tells you a lot. She is not operating from a mindset of risk management. She is operating from grievance. And grievance is terrible at helping people make good decisions in real time. Once someone feels personally offended enough, they stop asking, well, what happens if I keep doing this? And start asking, why should I be the one who backs down? That's where a lot of these cases go bad. Not because the person is confused about what police are saying, but because they emotionally reject the idea that the rules apply to them in that moment. You can hear that here. The officers keep trying to reduce the situation to something basic. Stay off the property, stop yelling, go inside, calm down. Simple instructions. Not pleasant, maybe, but simple. Tabitha, on the other hand, keeps escalating toward a bigger confrontation. Almost like being told to stop becomes its own insult. And alcohol matters here. Not just as a background fact, but as a behavioral amplifier. One of the most consistent things alcohol does is narrow a person's world down to the emotion they're feeling right now. Long-term consequences get dimmer. Social cues get rougher, pride gets louder, restraint gets weaker. So when an intoxicated person is already angry with neighbors, already feeling watched, already convinced they are the one being mistreated, police presence often doesn't calm that person down. It can harden them. Suddenly, the officer is no longer a neutral authority trying to end the disturbance. He becomes just one more person against them. You can also hear how quickly this turns from neighborhood drama into public order policing. That shift is important legally. Disorderly conduct cases often frustrate people because they don't feel dramatic enough to justify arrest. But that is exactly why people underestimate them. The law doesn't wait for every disturbance to become a full-blown assault. Repeated yelling, repeated refusal to calm down, repeated re-entry into a conflict after warnings. That starts to matter. Especially when officers are already on scene trying to keep the peace and someone keeps dragging the temperature back up. There is also a sociological pattern here that shows up constantly in neighbor disputes. The argument stops being about the original problem and turns into a fight over humiliation. Once people have an audience, neighbors, officers, partners, the whole street listening, backing down starts to feel like losing status. And for some people, especially when intoxicated, that becomes unbearable. They would rather keep making things worse than be seen as the one who got checked and went inside quietly. That's why these low-level calls can become so stubborn. They are not just about noise, they are about ego in public. The officers seem to understand that pattern almost immediately. Their language is very direct. Stop going on the property, stop being disorderly, go inside, or this ends in jail. It's not elegant, but it is clear. And that matters because later subjects often act as if the arrest came out of nowhere. This one doesn't read that way. The warnings are there, the consequences are stated, the boundary is simple. The problem is that Tabitha seems to hear those warnings less as final chances and more as part of the argument. And that is a dangerous misread. One of the more revealing moments is when she basically jumps ahead to violence herself, asking in effect whether beating the neighbor up would just mean getting arrested for something. That kind of statement matters because it shows where her head is. She's not trying to exit the conflict, she's mentally escalating it. Even if said emotionally, even if said in frustration, it shows how far the situation has drifted from, I just want to be left alone. Now the emotional center of gravity is retaliation. And once that mindset shows itself in front of police, patience tends to run out quickly. Then comes another common mistake, acting shocked by enforcement after repeatedly ignoring the warning phase. A lot of people treat police warnings like they are part of a negotiation. They think there will always be one more explanation, one more chance, one more emotional speech. But the warning phase is not endless. Once officers decide the person is not calming down and is instead becoming the main source of the disturbance, the encounter changes. And when it changes fast. Her reaction to being cited and then arrested fits a pattern you see all the time in Bodycam footage. The person keeps insisting on moral innocence while physically making things worse. I did nothing wrong becomes the central line. even while she resists touch, pulls away, refuses to cooperate with being placed in the car, and keeps turning a manageable arrest into a louder, messier scene. That phrase is rarely about law. It is about self-image. It means, I refuse to see myself as the problem here. But refusal to accept the role you played in a scene does not erase what officers are dealing with in real time. And this is where people often get themselves extra charges, or, at the very least, a much uglier arrest. Once the decision to arrest has been made, the smartest move is usually boring. Comply, be still, deal with the rest later. But a lot of people can't make that shift. Emotionally, they are still fighting the earlier argument, so they keep protesting, twisting, demanding things, resisting the car, trying to bargain for clothes, insisting the whole thing is unfair. Some of those concerns may be understandable on a human level, but practically that phase is over. The encounter has moved from dispute management to custody, and acting like it's still a debate just makes the physical side of it harder. There's also something grimly ordinary about how fast her focus narrows once consequences become real. Earlier it's neighbors, outrage, who said what, who called the cops, who disrespected whom. Once she's actually being put in the car, and now it's clothes, comfort, dignity, wanting a shirt, wanting control over one last thing. That shift is very human. Big emotional wars often collapse into very practical concerns the second handcuffs show up. Suddenly, the fight that felt morally huge a minute ago turns into a very immediate problem. You are going to jail in front of your neighborhood. The ending in court drives home something else important. The resisting charge was dropped, but the criminal trespass and disorderly conduct counts stuck, with guilty pleas and jail time attached. That matters because people often assume that if one charge falls away, the whole incident was bogus. Not true. Cases get narrowed all the time. A drop charge does not erase the conduct that supported the others. In plain English, you do not need every possible accusation to survive for the night, to still have been legally disastrous. What makes this frustrating to watch is that none of it feels complicated. This was not an impossible situation to understand. It was a very manageable situation that kept getting dragged back into chaos by someone who felt too angry to step out of it. And that's probably the most realistic way to describe a lot of neighborhood arrests. They are rarely born from some grand misunderstanding. Usually it's just one person deciding over and over again that calming down would feel too much like losing. By the end, this whole thing turned into exactly the kind of outcome officers were warning her about from the start. Not because the neighbors were suddenly proven innocent, not because life is perfectly fair, but because she kept treating a basic police order like it was just another round in the argument. That's a rough way to learn that being fed up with your neighbors can still end with you being the one riding to jail.